So, Jeffrey, since we haven't podcasted in a couple weeks, what's been
Yeah.
going on with you and News Away from Narnia?
Yeah, so Newsway from Narnia. We went to Maryland the other weekend to celebrate my father-in-law's birthday. So that was a lot of fun. Got to see
Oh,
him and grab some lunch all together. So that was nice. And then it was last Friday because it was before the NFC champion. Oh, sorry, before the NFC divisional
divisional
game
round.
against the Rams. Um, so leading up to that weekend, I was the 17th to the 19th that weekend, that Friday, I was texting him with Tommy, and he ended up being home for all the snow, everything like that. So I was like, oh, like before it snows, like crazy, like let's do something this weekend or that weekend. He had texted me like basically Friday afternoon. He's like, oh, like by the way, I'm gonna be home. Like, we're gonna be skating at his sister's in-laws house, and that's 5 minutes from my parents. So like they have an outdoor pond. It's frozen over. It's a nice service. One good skating. I was like, dude, absolutely. So raced home, grabbed my ice skate, and I had to think for a moment on my way home when I was racing over to get my skates because I had to go to my parents' house first to get them. The last time I think I skated, especially with those ice skates, was probably about COVID, if not right before COVID. So not only are they very old, they're also very rusty from not skating in a while.
Yeah,
So I stopped by my
4 or 5
parents for like
years, possibly.
4 or 5 years. I skated, I raced them, said hi to my parents for like 5 minutes. We searched for them, found them in the attic. I forgot I had some skate guards on them. So not only were they rusty from not skating for using those for about five, maybe plus years, but the really crappy skate cars I had on them, they were not used in such a long time that they were like stuck on the actual blade. So we literally had to like peel off um, the skate guard. So it took a bit. We used a lot of hot water, some soap, some steel wool. We got a lot of the rust off and a lot of the other crap off. Thankfully, once I got to Tommy's sister's in-laws house, they actually had a skate sharpener, like a hand tool one. And if it was
Wow.
not for that, I would have been like falling all over the place. So I have them to thank for that. Thank God for that. It took me about 5 minutes into skating, realize, oh my God, I forgot if you have not skated in a while and are not prepared, how much your feet are going to hurt. So my feet were sore as hell about 5 minutes in, and I just thought, just keep skating, just keep skating, just keep skating, just keep skating. They ended up having
Okay,
about
Dory.
20, yeah, they just had ended up having about 20 to 25 people there in total. And I was like, oh, like just in case, I'll bring a stick and a puck because because I love
Of
to
course, you already got
whenever I
skates
skate.
anyway, so might as well just go all the
Exactly, get
way.
get a stick and puck
Yeah.
exactly. And that way I can just have fun sticking on the ice, and if there's a net, cool. But if not, that's fine. Sure enough, there was no net, but there was enough people where we played 5-on-5 pond hockey, and it was amazing.
There you go.
Now I will say I felt very bad, but the whole reason I was even there in the first place is to skate along with Fitz, hang out, and everything. We were there for about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. I spent a solid hour and a half playing pond hockey.
Sounds about right, knowing you.
Yeah, yeah. So I told like thankfully so that's why I was just like on my way home I was like, man, I really suck. I'm like, I'm hating myself right now. It's like the one time like you're like, yeah, let's go skate, let's do that. I'm like, yeah, this sounds cool. We did skate, around catch up and having fun and whatnot. And
Jeffrey, I know you feel
yes.
bad, but he knows you. He, he,
Yeah,
he should
he
know
does.
that there
He
was a good
should know.
chance.
He
Yeah.
should. Well, to be fair, we did not know. To be fair, we did not know that there were going to be that many people. We
Right,
thought it
right.
was just going to be like six of us. No, there's more like 26. But it was a lot of people, but no, it was a lot of fun. So then on my way, I was like, all right, now I really got to try to like hang out with him, like because that Saturday I couldn't because that was when we went to my in-laws to celebrate my father-in-law's birthday. So I was like, all right, that Sunday before the game, let's actually try to hang out. Thankfully, like it was fun because I hadn't even gotten up late and everything like that, and it was like 10:30. I was like, oh, this sucks. Is like if I was gonna go, I would have wanted to be there already by now. And I was like, I
Yeah.
don't know what the snow's gonna be like. And thankfully, um, I was there from like 11:30 to 2, like leading up pretty much right before the game, if not like 2:15. It snowed, but then it stopped for a while. And then by the time I was leaving, like the snow was already on the ground. I was like, all right, that's my cue. I gotta go. Plus, I want to be home for the game. So, because my
Yeah.
original plan was I was going to be at my parents watching the game, but
But
I
it
was
was,
talking to my
yeah.
dad, and he's like, "Yeah." And I told him, I was like, "Yeah, I'm probably gonna be home for the game because I don't know when it's gonna snow or how much." He's like, "That's a wise decision." And then sure enough, it ended up working out where like it didn't snow like that much whatsoever until like
Later in the day.
later on, like
Yeah.
literally during the game. So, plus I didn't want to be stuck at my parents because I had to work the next day. I didn't want to be stuck without my equipment
Right.
for work, so that wouldn't have worked. Um, but it all worked out in the end. So no, that was cool. Got to see, Tommy and his family. That was nice. But I could hang out with them twice. That was
Hold
all.
on. His family.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm just trying to, in case he sees this video, I have to pretend like it's his family still. Ooh, that will never get old. I
Uh,
love it.
you mean frequent listener Tommy Fitzgerald? Come on, frequent
Yeah,
guest. He listens to the podcast, so
yeah,
he
that's
know. He
true.
knows. He knows.
Okay, I can't announce it too loud.